Greetings, I'm Professor Michael Geringer, and I'll be your instructor for SPE310. I'd like to take some time right now to help walk you through the process of navigating the Brightspace learning management system that's set up for this course. When you open Brightspace, you're going to find the homepage will look like this, exactly like this. And you always want to start where it says start here. So click on this little widget, start here, and in there you will find the syllabus and the schedule for this course. Since this course is a summer course, it is only 8 weeks long. Now, that doesn't mean there is less information. It's the same amount of information as in a 16-week semester. It's just consolidated, condensed. So you need to make sure that you're on schedule. You want to read that syllabus because it'll explain to you the kind of deductions that you will suffer if you are late with your assignments. Also want to check the university policies, and there are some service opportunities like Bear Power that are available to you to check out in there as well. Let's go back, and there's a couple of ways you could go down to the units of learning from here. As you can see, discussions, those are all the contents. You can access them through this little this menu item, contents, or if you go back and to the home page, you'll get a chance to see the widgets. And we want to take a look at the units of learning. Now, there are 5 units of learning in this for this course, and they cover 16 chapters from the required text, the Von and Boss Shum text. And you're going to see that each section, so it will be chapter 1 here, special education, inclusive schooling, and you'll take a look at that. And then you will, if you open that up, you'll see the reading that you're supposed to do. It'll instruct you what to read in the text. It'll also give you a couple of links to some other information that will be important for you to process, as well as a PowerPoint for that. After you read that chapter, you want to make sure that you take the test, and you want to make sure that you take the test on time. You can say this has a due date of June 7th at 11:59, and every one of the tests have due dates. Chapter 2, same thing. You're going to see their weekly reading. It'll explain that to you, and it will also give you the PowerPoint. As you see, I'm clicking on these breadcrumbs to go back to where we came from. And then there's a myth of average. It's a TED Talk. You want to make sure that you're checking that. And then completing the test for chapter 2. Likewise, chapter 3, you have readings. And you also have a discussion that's going to be involved in this. And you have some keys, successes. These are information that you need to follow through, and each of those steps, take those, each of those links, open them up and work on them. And chapter 3 has a test as well. And then you're going to see unit 2, a description of unit 2. And when we step down through, you'll see all the elements that you're going to have to follow through with to complete this. Okay, then there's a discussion, and you're going to follow that discussion. And then there's a unit quiz, and there's always a unit quiz, so you want to make sure that you do those as well as taking the chapter quizzes. Okay, so it goes through all the way through units 3, 4, and 5 as well. And you will see that there are, you'll also have other activities like in this module. You will have a discussion board, but also there you need to start looking at the midterm case on unit 3, and you're going to have a midterm case. It'll be basically a midterm quiz for you, or study assignment for you to complete, and I'll have a video just explaining that. And then you want to keep that work that you're looking at, and there'll be a final case study, which is actually the same case. You're just giving it different data and different information to complete it. So that's kind of what walks you through there. And another way of accessing discussions or within the units of learning, but also there's a special widget for discussion boards. And there's additional documents, which is going to be very important for you to take a look at. Because in those additional documents, you will find a bunch of DESI information that you will be required for you to understand, especially when you go to do the midterm and the final project. DESI eligibility and IEP samples, important data for you. And if you're struggling with this course and it looks like you might not be able to pass this course, or getting low on it, and you want to make sure you increase your grade, we do have a couple of extra credit activities for you to complete. And these are only worth together, if you were to do both of them, you have only got 40 points available, but that could bring your grade up to a passing grade. Okay, I think that pretty much goes through and walk you through each of the elements. Another thing you want to know is there is a calendar, and you'll check that calendar. This is make sure that you are on track. It shows you everything that's due. And if you look at this, come up here and click on list, it'll list everything for this course that's due and when it's due. Okay. Okay, I think that pretty much does it for this. So I encourage you to make sure that you experiment with this and make sure that you're on schedule so that you won't even have to, you'll get everything done and done well. You won't even have to do the extra credit work. But I think that ought to conclude this for this lecture bite, or this video rather, and hope that it all makes sense. And if you have any questions, please try to get in touch with me, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. Good luck.